Welcome from Berlin, where we have the Sony Xperia Z5 here on our left hand and the Z3 Plus, which is also called the Z4 in a few countries, and where we will do a comparison video now to show you guys a little bit the camera in comparison and also of course other things like speed. But actually speed-wise they should be the same because they have both the the Qualcomm Snapdragon 810 processor inside. But before we do that, let's just take a look at the devices from outside. So if you look at both devices, you can see that we have, of course, a little bit new stuff here built in the Z5. That's why, yeah, it looks also a little bit different. Like, for example, the fingerprint reader here, which is quite awesome. Otherwise, we have here the volume rocker still and the dedicated camera shutter button. But here the fingerprint reader as a on and off switch is, of course, quite nicely here hidden in the Z5. Otherwise, the complete open headset jack still built in with the microphone now also on top on the Z5 and on the bottom still also this little strap holder and micro USB with the also complete waterproof built-in features. And if we turn them around, you can also see that we have on both still the micro SD and SIM card slot here behind the little flaps. Here both are in one, and actually here also both are in one, so this is how they compare. Both have 32 gigs of internal memory and 3 gigs of RAM with a full HD screen, 5.2 inches. That's why the size is almost exactly the same. 7.5 millimeters on the bottom is not that slim, but it's slim enough, if you ask me, for having it quite nicely in your pocket. And 157 grams are also alright. So the main difference maybe also in terms of looks on the back, you can see that we have here this glossy, shiny back cover, which looks pretty, but actually here on the silver one, the or on all the Z5s, any color you will buy, it's completely matte and looking fabulous. Otherwise, the camera, it looks like they would be the same, but here we have 20.7 megapixels for 2 years now in the Sony Z series with a 2.3 per 1 inch. Sensor size, the sensor size is still the same, but now we have 23 megapixels built in, which is really quite awesome. Otherwise, of course, still the Xperia logo and NFC and everything also still all the same here on both. So enough from the outside, where actually one more thing we have on both, again, dual speakers here hidden in the shell case, and also the little sensor here on top is not a sensor, it's a notification LED, so you will get notification LEDs or notifications here right there. So let's open up on both the camera. You can see that on the left the Sony Xperia Z5 open up already a lot faster, and the wide angle is amazing on both. Actually here I have to set it up, I think, to 4:3 first. And there is no megapixel setting here, but yeah, 4:3. Yeah, actually it looks like they are the same. But the colors may be a little bit better on the left. Let me get a little bit closer for you guys. Both pretty. In terms of speed, let's move them around a little bit. The focus is on the left. It seems a lot better, but speed-wise, yeah, also similar. And let's turn both around. And let's see how the front camera is and set it up here again to 4:3. To have the higher resolution and better wide angle. And then you can see here that we have on the left, just again, a lot different colors. It's a little bit brighter on the right, but maybe a little bit more details. But actually we have, I think, the same camera still on the front with 5.1 megapixels, so there shouldn't be much of a difference here in these devices. Alright, so yeah, there's not much else to say about here these Sony Xperia Z3 Plus and Z5, except for beautiful devices with minor updates, like here the fingerprint reader. That's the main reason you should update your phone if you want that. And otherwise, of course, design-wise, here we just have different colors now on the Z5 than on the Z3, and the camera with the 1.7 megapixel more. It's not that interesting, I think, for most people, if you ask me. And design-wise, there's not much of a difference. But if you have a regular Z3, maybe it's interesting just for yeah, the new look and feel, and not having to open up always the flap when you want to charge your phone. So thank you much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe. My name is Balazs, and until next time, please tune in again.